Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Kavita Kalvakuntla, Mithun Reddy, Kasavi Lakhma, Chaitanya Baghel. 4 parties, 4 different states. But one thing in common. Apart from the fact that all of these leaders belong to opposition parties, of course, a loud, messy liquor scam.
Ex-Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel's son Chaitanya has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate.
The Enforcement Directorate has arrested former Chhattisgarh Excise Minister Kavasi Lakhma in connection with an alleged multi-crore liquor scam.
The Andhra Pradesh Police's Special Investigation Team has arrested YSRCP MP Mithun Reddy in connection with an alleged 3,000 crore liquor scam.
Now, in a significant development, BRS leader K. Kavita has been remanded to the Enforcement Directorate custody until March 23rd, following her arrest in connection with a money laundering probe linked to the Delhi liquor gate policy scam.
The sitting Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, has been arrested in the liquor gate probe.
Manish Sisodia has been arrested now by the CBI after 8 hours of questioning. What's next?
Before we answer why liquor is the chosen one, here's a quick understanding of how the alcohol trade works in India. Some states run the entire system, wholesale and retail. Some run only the wholesale and let private players handle retail. Some split the retail space between government and private shops. And a few leave both wholesale and retail entirely to private entities. The supply chain itself is pretty straightforward. Liquor is manufactured in distilleries. That stock is bought either by the government or the licensed private wholesalers, depending on the model adopted by the state. Retail shops then place orders, sell it to the end consumers, and that is the official flow. But here's the pattern that we have identified. Except for Delhi, all alleged liquor scams from Andhra Pradesh, from Tamil Nadu, from Jharkhand, and even Chhattisgarh occurred when the government controlled both wholesale and retail. Delhi is unique because the policy that privatized liquor sales became the controversy. And yes, every one of these cases surfaced from non-BJP ruled states, which only strengthens the political narrative around the liquor politics in this country. Let's now break down how corruption fits into each stage of this supply chain. At the distillery stage, licenses are valuable. The fee might be fixed, but the influence around them isn't. In Tamil Nadu's Tasmac case, for example, select distilleries allegedly inflated expenses and billed the state for bottles that never existed. In Andhra Pradesh, investigators claim popular brands were pushed out, while favored distilleries, including some shell companies, were elevated. In Delhi, the allegation is that the license fee was tweaked to benefit a few private companies. In Jharkhand, commissions were allegedly pocketed during the issuance of distillery licenses. In the wholesale stage, the story continues. Chhattisgarh's case, for example, revolves around a syndicate accused of collecting commissions on every case of liquor procured by the state. Andhra Pradesh and Chhattisgarh both saw allegations that unaccounted liquor was injected into the supply chain, moved into government depots, and then sold through official stores. And at the retail stage, the allegations changed shape, but not tone. Delhi allegedly tweaked its liquor policy to allow a group of individuals or companies to dominate the retail network. In Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, where the state itself ran the shops, the accusation is that unaccounted liquor was sold at outlets and the cash flowed back to those in power and their intermediaries. Now let's answer the big question. Why liquor? Why not cement, sand, mining, or even infrastructure? Why does liquor keep popping up across states? And why is it the chosen one for committing scams? The answer is very simple. The money is massive. In 2023-24, Uttar Pradesh generated nearly 40,000 crore rupees in liquor excise revenue. Maharashtra followed with 37,000 crore rupees. Andhra Pradesh crossed 27,000 crore rupees. For most states, liquor revenue makes up 10 to 15% of the total income, and in some cases even touched 30%. When the pie is this large, the appetite to influence the system is pretty obvious in my opinion. All these cases are still sub judice. Convictions involving government and political leaders, as we all know, are rare in India. But politically, the impact is already delivered. And because all these states are governed by parties opposed to the Bharatiya Janata Party, the opposition argues that central agencies are being weaponized to suppress rivals. In Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court issued an interim stay on the Enforcement Directorate's probe in May 2025. The court questioned how a central agency could raid a state-run corporation without disturbing the federal balance prescribed by the Constitution of India. The Chief Justice even remarked that the ED has crossed all possible limits. Does this prove political vendetta? Well, not conclusively, but it certainly gives credibility to the narrative for many people.
So the stage seems to be set for summoning former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Reddy before the special investigation team.
The SIT has seized 11 crore rupees cash in the Andhra Pradesh liquor scam that allegedly happened during the YSR Congress Party regime.
And then there's Andhra Pradesh, the biggest case of them all, estimated at 3,500 crore rupees. The alleged scam has led to the arrest of several close aides of former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Reddy, from former advisor Raj K.C. Reddy to former OSD Krishna Mohan Reddy to former Principal Secretary Dhananjay Reddy to YSRCP MP and a very, very close aide of Jagan Reddy, Mithun Reddy. The party dismisses the charges as a political witch hunt, but public perception has been heavily shaped by what people experienced. One allegation is that popular brands were pushed out while distilleries linked to those in power dominated procurement in the state. You don't need political understanding to believe that. Consumers felt it. Known labels vanished, new unfamiliar brands filled shelves, quality dropped, prices shot up. Nobody needs a charge sheet for that reality. The YSRCP counters this by saying procurement was fair and that disagreements over payment terms drove some popular brands to withdraw willfully. Another allegation pushed by the Telugu Desam party is that digital payments were discouraged at alcohol stores to allow cash diversion. In other words, money laundering. Consumers did face digital payment issues during the YSRCP period, which made the allegation feel believable, even if proving a top-down order is very difficult. The price jump added more fuel. The government said the intention was to discourage consumption. But when low-quality brands replaced popular ones and were sold at high rates, the entire liquor syndicate theory felt far more reasonable to an average consumer. And the 3,500 crore figure? It stuck because it sounds believable. Andhra Pradesh generated more than 80,000 crores from liquor between 2019 and 2023. A few thousand crores disappearing doesn't really feel exaggerated, does it? Compare that with the alleged Kaleshwaram scam, where the initial accusation claimed that almost the entire project cost of over 1 lakh crore had been siphoned off. That invited skepticism. The AP liquor estimate did not. Eventually, courts will decide, but the political impact on public opinion, on party credibility, on leadership images is already locked in. So what's the solution for all of this? We can't remove licensing. Regulation is absolutely necessary, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree. But maybe it's time to treat liquor like a regular commodity. Allow manufacturers to sell directly to retailers or consumers through private distributors, just like in many European countries. Taxes remain unchanged. Revenue doesn't take a hit, and transparency improves because government monopoly gets reduced. In many developed countries, you can buy liquor in a supermarket or at a convenience store. That kind of decentralization prevents monopolies and reduces the scope for manipulation. And if nearly half the men drink in Telangana, legally that too, why must they visit a designated liquor store instead of a supermarket shelf? Are we letting social taboos dictate policy? That's something that we need to think about. An 18-year-old can vote in India but can't legally drink in most states. My grandmother enjoyed her whiskey in the 1950s, and that too without judgment. But in 2025, my girlfriend gets stared at for holding a drink in a metropolitan city. Stores near schools can sell condoms, sex toys, or even knives, but not alcohol. Well, we don't really have to encourage drinking, but we can definitely normalize choice. And yes, more women drink in rural India than in urban India. I'm sure that'll surprise a lot of you people. Here's the bottom line. India's liquor trade is huge, heavily regulated, politically sensitive, and packed with money. Whenever morality, profit, and political power intersect, the system becomes vulnerable, and we have all seen examples of that. These cases may end in convictions or collapse in court, but the debate around control, transparency, and our social attitudes towards alcohol isn't going anywhere.